and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'll be discussing how to create change report in ServiceNow. So you might be in a position that you have a list of change records like what you're seeing at your screen, and you would like to build a report out of it. So before we start, I'd like you to look a bit deeper on the data source that we have. And right now, this of all change requests, which are basically open. So under the applications module, so I navigated to change, and this is like keyword driven. And as you click change or type in change, it will take you to this view where it shows you all the modules that contain change. And what we like is under this change module. And as we click open, then it will take you to this content, which are all open change requests. And I like you to ignore the other modules that you're seeing because I have installed quite a few in my personal developer instance. And if you haven't done so, you can get a free PDI or a developer instance by just a cost of an email. So I created a separate tutorial dedicated to just that so you can follow along on what I've been showing. And right now I'm on the Zurich version. And as you follow the walkthrough at the end of the screen on how to create a PDI or personal developer instance in ServiceNow, then you'll be at the same page as I am, which I'm showing in the screen. So eventually a report is you have a different criteria or views that you would like to showcase, and you might want to represent this to your manager, or you are the manager that you would like to filter out the necessary information and present it to your directors. And now it's like, as you navigate to the filter button at the top left, you'll see here that you can add more filters, right? For example, you would like to see all normal changes, and you just need to like look at the column and type in the field. And it's quite straightforward, and type is normal. Then as we basically do that, then run it, then automatically it will just show all change requests, which is active and also normal. So that is one way of doing it. And you can also like, let's remove that filter. So right now we have two, and let's run it again to go back to the same page. So now it's like you can also right click and show matching. If you do that, then it will just show matching all standard records under your list. And let us explore more on what the list capabilities can do for you as you build your report. And let's run it again to ensure that the filter is correctly implemented. And now you can also group by. So this ellipse is like, if you click it and group by type, and as you do that, then it will give you a certain grouping. And right now there's only three types, which is some ServiceNow best practices. So you have emergency, normal, and standard, and automatically you can find out how many open change tickets, which is under normal. And as you navigate to the top right, you could add more columns. And you can see here that you can add who is it assigned to, which group, and at what state is it at the moment. And as we click OK, then you will see that as we scroll to the right, then you will have the ability to see the assigned group. So if you like to create a different view, for example, you like to convert this list into a pie or bar chart, or like you can double click this ellipse icon, and you can see eventually it is grayed out. You need to ungroup first and make sure you are in the list view as we go back. And now you can convert it to a bar or pie chart. So let us do that quickly. And eventually you will see here that they're now grouped together. So let's change the title. So let's just change report. As you can see on the right, that what we're building. So let's save it. So I suggest for you to play around and see how it behaves, so to give you more familiarity on how this reporting works. So now it's like, now you can add it to a dashboard, and I have created a separate video on how to add reports to a dashboard. which you will find at the end of the screen. And I also created a video very specific on how to create change dashboards in ServiceNow, which you will also find at the end of the screen. So now you have created a report or a bar chart representation for change report. Now, as you go back to open and as you filter out your or do some necessary filters on your change, let us say you only would like to see all the changes, which is already in a scheduled state. Now, as you do that, you can also save it for your future, or if you have your daily report, then if you like it to be viewed by yourself only, they can point it to yourself or by group. And eventually I just point it to myself, depending on your purpose. And let's say this is like scheduled state change, and let us save it. Then as you navigate back to your context menu and on your filters, now you will have a filter or a view or a report, depending on how you would like to call it, which is now scheduled state change. Now we have explored on how to create reports on your existing records. And if you find and see this valuable, please don't forget to like and subscribe and join as a member to further support my channel and free videos like this. So now, since you purchase ServiceNow as a platform and having the ITSM module, I'd like to show you what you already have instead of building one. Since ServiceNow already provided the best practices, ITSM best practices, and now specific on this topic, which is about how to create a change request report. And easily, instead of creating one, I'd like you to check under platform analytics. And under platform analytics, you will have data visualizations. And from here, you could do a search. And from there, by typing change, depending on what you're trying to achieve, then you will see that you have already quite a few or 9 to 8 change reports that you can already utilize. So I suggest to navigate first, and if it meets your requirement, then you could just utilize it. And if you've been watching my videos, I always recommend that to copy or duplicate any existing report like what we did here. And for example, this report here is like, you can go to the top right and duplicate it. And as you duplicate, you can name it respectively and apply the necessary changes. And in a short period of time, you can create a report out of a template and just apply minor changes to meet your specific requirement. So the deep dive on the data sources, I have discussed it on how to create change dashboards in ServiceNow. So I'd like you to watch that video if this is something that you would like to learn further and become an expert in creating change reports and change dashboards in ServiceNow. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe and join as a member, and I'll see you on the next video.